Welcome back to the Activist Training Lab video course. This video is part of our strategic campaign planning series, and today we're going to cover different types of tactics that grassroots organizers use and how to choose the best tactics for your campaign. To start off, a quick review. Tactics are specific actions you take to advance your campaign strategy. There is an infinite number of tactics and new ones are constantly being invented, but today we're going to take a look at some common and well-known types of tactics. The first family of tactics I want to talk about is the grassroots tactics family. Grassroots tactics are all about showing a groundswell of support from the community, and examples include collecting petition signatures, phone calls, emails, and letters to the target, submitting public comments, or signing pledge cards. These tactics demonstrate to the target that a large number of people care about and are willing to take action on an issue. And additionally, this grassroots tactics family includes canvassing door to door, phone banking, text banking, and tabling, which are methods of mobilizing large numbers of people to take further action. The second family I'm going to highlight is the media and social media family. This family is all about making an issue go viral or gain widespread attention, which can help build people power for your campaign and impact your target's brand, reputation, or public perception. And examples include getting news coverage from TV, radio, print, or web platforms, posting on social media, organizing social media storms, writing letters to the editor, or writing opinion editorials. A third family is the coalition tactics family, and this is all about mobilizing organizations, businesses, institutions, or powerful individuals to support your campaign. And examples can include getting endorsements, sending letters to the target with dozens of sign-ons, or building partnerships with other organizations and holding actions together. The coalition family can be especially useful if you know your target is influenced by specific constituencies. For example, environmental organizations, fishermen, businesses, other politicians, and you want to demonstrate support or pressure from those specific constituencies. The fourth family I'm going to highlight is the civil disobedience and nonviolent direct action family. And these tactics are especially effective in pressure campaigns because they can disrupt the status quo and push a target to respond, like marches, rallies, protests, sit-ins, boycotts, occupations, and so many more. These tactics are often highly public, which can secure media and social media coverage as well, and move more members of the public to get involved in your campaign. A fifth family of tactics is art actions, and examples of this include banner drops, chalking, murals, and other public art installations, political theater, satire, performance art, even pranks. When art actions like these are part of a strategic campaign plan, they can erode public confidence in a target, threaten a target's reputation, or inspire people to take action on an issue. So they can be utilized effectively in both hero and pressure campaigns. And the sixth and final family I'm going to highlight is the persuasion family. And this is when you make your case directly to the target through research, reports, lobbying, and meetings. Personally, I like to employ persuasion tactics at the beginning of a campaign to feel out a target's stance on the issue, and then again after I've done some significant organizing to make a case directly to my target about why they should take the hero opportunity the campaign offers or cave to the pressure and take action. Believe it or not, even though I listed a lot of tactics, there are hundreds more that I didn't cover. And if you're interested in learning about more tactics, I'd highly recommend checking out the Einstein Institute's list of 198 methods of nonviolent direct action, and also the website Beautiful Trouble, which is this great grassroots organizing resource hub that I really love. And both of those resources are linked in the caption of this video. For the next part of this video, I want to talk about how you choose the right tactics for your campaign from the many possibilities. When you're choosing tactics, there is a checklist that you can go through to find the tactics that are best for your campaign. Any tactics you use for your campaign should always align with your strategy to influence your target. If you're not sure what strategy is or how to align tactics with strategy, go back and watch our videos Strategy Part 1 and Strategy Part 2. Along with being strategic, your tactics should be clear about your campaign's goal or demand. For example, if you're asking Councilmember Jojo Smith to vote yes on a bill, your tactics should make that goal abundantly clear to everyone involved and everyone who sees or interacts with the tactic. And finally, all tactics should be within your resources. You can only do tactics that you have enough time, money, and people to organize. Along with those three criteria, the best tactics are additionally creative, new, or surprising to your target, because targets are more prepared to respond to tactics they're familiar with, and something new might catch them off guard and be more likely to get a response. Additionally, the best tactics are exciting or appealing to members of your community, because if your tactics seem fun, it'll be easier to get large numbers of people to participate in them. And that flows right to the third thing that makes a tactic the best, which is that it involves large numbers of people. Organizing is all about people power. The more people, the more power, the more work you can do for transformative change. So here's a checklist to help you pick the best tactics: strategic, clear, within your resources, creative or surprising to your target, fun for your volunteers or community, and builds people power. For the final part of this video, let's look at a case study of some organizers who used really great tactics. So I want to share a story from this book, Collective Action for Social Change by Aaron Schutz and Marie G. Sandy. And in the book, the authors tell the story of a community organization called Communities Organized for Public Service in San Antonio in the 1970s. And this organization wanted to improve conditions in their neighborhoods, which were primarily low-income and Mexican-American neighborhoods. The goal of the specific campaign that we're going to talk about was to get the city of San Antonio to invest millions of dollars in community developments like parks, libraries, and infrastructure. And the organization knew that the city government had a close relationship with the Chamber of Commerce. So what they did is they started to pressure the Chamber of Commerce through local businesses, hoping that the Chamber of Commerce would in turn pressure the city. So how did cops put pressure on local businesses? Well, they would pick a business like a big department store or a powerful bank, and then they would mobilize volunteers to cause long delays. For example, dozens of volunteers would go to the bank, get in line, and exchange pennies for dollars, and then get back in line and exchange dollars for pennies all day long. And this effectively made it impossible for the bank to function. Or elderly women who were part of COPS would go to the department store and try on clothes, put all the clothes back, get more clothes, try those clothes on without ever buying anything, tying up the dressing rooms and the customer service lines. And these creative tactics eventually got media coverage, and after a while, eventually put enough pressure on these local businesses and the Chamber of Commerce as a whole that the Chamber of Commerce persuaded the city government to invest $100 million in neighborhood improvements so that business could go back to being usual. If we take another look at the tactics checklist, we can understand why this tactic of causing delays was so effective. This tactic aligned with the overall strategy of influencing local businesses who would then influence the Chamber of Commerce and the city in turn. The tactics were clear about the demand of the campaign, which was neighborhood investments. The tactics were well within the resources of the group because all it was required was people and their time. The tactic was creative and really surprising to the department stores and banks who had no idea what to do about this and had never seen it before. The tactic was exciting and even sometimes fun for members of the community, and it was something that could engage large numbers of people and build people power over time. So it hit every single metric on this checklist. At the end of the day, every campaign uses different tactics, from collecting petitions to building coalitions to marching in the streets. But the most important thing is to make sure that you don't let your brain jump immediately to the tactics that are the most common or familiar to you, but that you really spend time brainstorming lots of different tactics you could use and then analyzing which ones will actually be the best and most strategic for your campaign. In our next video, we'll be covering how to put your tactics in a timeline, and we'll also cover the principles of escalation and reaction. So I'd encourage you to watch that video, check out all of our other videos, subscribe to our channel, or visit our website for more Activist Training Lab content. Thanks for watching.